Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a really fascinating new approach to therapy. It's this incredible mix of virtual reality, art, and neuroscience, all designed to treat fear. It's called the Virtual Creative Factory, and it's built on a pretty radical idea. What if healing isn't something that just happens to you, but something you actively build yourself?
Okay, so let's just jump right in with that powerful idea. What if you weren't just a patient, passively getting treatment? What if you could become the architect of your own recovery? I mean, literally building the world where you heal. That's the core concept we're going to unpack today.
But to really get just how revolutionary this new solution is, we first have to understand the problem. You see, phobias aren't just little quirks or simple fears. They are ancient, powerful responses with roots that go deep, deep into our evolutionary past and our own psychology.
So here's the crucial point. A phobia isn't just being afraid of spiders or heights. It's an intense, overwhelming, and often debilitating condition. The word itself actually comes from Phobos, the Greek god of terror, and for good reason. It's a hardwired response that can literally dictate a person's entire life.
And what's so fascinating is how our understanding of all this has evolved. I mean, look at this timeline. We went from seeing fear as some kind of supernatural force to Freud's theories about the unconscious, all the way to the behaviorists who showed that fears can actually be learned. But now, modern neuroscience gives us the clearest picture. It's this complex mix of genetics, brain chemistry, and life experience, with a tiny part of the brain called the amygdala, our little rapid response alarm system, playing the starring role. It triggers that fight-or-flight response before we can even think.
All this science led to some really effective treatments like exposure therapy, which you've probably heard of. But they all come with this one major hurdle. The process itself requires you to directly confront the very thing that terrifies you. And, as you can imagine, that can be an incredibly distressing and difficult thing for anyone to go through.
And it's that exact challenge, the sheer distress of traditional therapy, that has paved the way for a groundbreaking new approach, one that aims to be just as effective, but a whole lot more empowering for the person seeking help.
And that's where the Virtual Creative Factory comes in. It's a digital platform that totally flips the script. It doesn't just ask you to face your fear, it invites you to rebuild your entire relationship with it. It combines immersive virtual reality with creative tools and proven therapeutic techniques, all happening inside a completely controlled and risk-free digital world. So how does this actually work? Well, the process is designed to turn the user from a passive patient into an active creator, which fundamentally shifts the power dynamic in their own healing journey.
The main goal of this platform is to take what experts call the abstract terror of a phobia, that shapeless, overwhelming feeling of dread that lives inside your mind, the kind of fear that doesn't have a clear shape, but just feels like a storm inside you.
And this is the brilliant part. It makes that feeling tangible. Instead of letting the fear run wild internally, users get digital tools to externalize it, to paint it, sculpt it, write about it, and ultimately, to understand it and control it. This process really unfolds in 4 key steps. First, you externalize the fear using creative tools. Then, you become the architect of your own safe virtual world. After that, you build your own story of recovery inside that space. And only then do you begin a gradual, controlled exposure, interacting with your own creation, totally on your own terms.
But this isn't just about cool technology. At the very heart of the Virtual Creative Factory is a really unique and powerful partnership between 2 very different kinds of human experts.
And this slide shows you those 2 key roles that make this whole thing work. On one side, you have the therapist. They're monitoring real-time data from the sessions, things like heart rate, maybe even subtle changes in your voice to manage the clinical therapy plan. And on the other side, you have the creative coach. They guide the artistic expression, the painting, the world building, the storytelling, helping the user reframe their emotions through that creative process. It is a true synergy of art and science.
So what's the ultimate result of this unique blend of art, science, and technology? It all comes down to one powerful concept: empowerment. And the results are pretty profound. By building the world where they heal, users are also building themselves up. They're constructing a sense of control and accomplishment, piece by piece. The fear, it starts to lose its power. And this isn't just some virtual victory, it's a feeling of confidence that translates directly back into the real world.
This entire approach leaves us with a fascinating final thought. This isn't just about conquering phobias, it's about a new frontier in personalized creative therapy. If we can build entire virtual worlds to overcome fear, what other aspects of our own minds can we learn to architect and rebuild? The possibilities are truly extraordinary.